My name is Giovanni Casadei and I'm a painter. I'm in Ocean City, New Jersey, at the house of my friend Nancy and John Thornton. And I come here almost every year for the last 12 years. And this is my production for this year for 3 weeks of work. Get up at 5 o'clock in the morning and be out on my bicycle with all my gear around 6 o'clock, sometimes 6:30 or 7, and drive on the spot and start to paint.
In the summer of 2006, when Giovanni Casadei made his first trip to our home, our grandkids looked like this. I had not yet started making movies, but dabbled in Photoshop. Shortly before that first visit, Giovanni had accidentally lopped off a good chunk of his index finger. Thank God it healed and didn't interfere with his art. He has been coming ever since, enriching our lives with his company.
Incredibly nice guy, that Giovanni Casadei. I guess didn't.
Each year he asks us to pick a painting for our collection, which he then custom frames for us. We talked a bit about the work that he did this year. You've been coming to Ocean City, as we pointed out, for 12 years, and yet you never get bored. You're painting essentially the same kinds of scenes every year, but each year it's a little bit different. How do you keep it fresh for yourself?
That's a very interesting, because when I look up the sky, it's very hard to get the same sky twice, and nature always changes all the time. And actually in New Jersey, the structure of the beach itself changes from year to year, from storms. I remember in the beginning there was this falling down pier out of, maybe it was 58th Street, and after sanding it's completely gone, so now I don't have that landmark anymore. But I think for me is being in the moment, is establish that fresh relationship every time that I paint. And that gives me an access to see what I do paint for the first time. Even though this year I painted the same scene probably 15 times. You look at the painting, they're quite different from each other. And I didn't get bored because I'm very much interested in this kind of a moment that is being created between my relationship with myself and nature. When I go out to paint landscapes, I just go out to paint the weather. Any kind of weather can have their beauty. I have to just find it. So pay attention to the weather makes me paint a variety of different situations. The more different experiences I have, there is greater chance for growth.
One of the things that really comes across in your paintings is the tremendous handling of space. You really make it quite believable, things going way back into the distance.
I love to paint light and space. I live in the city of Philadelphia, so I don't get to experience space like I experience here in Ocean City. I can see the horizon line and the sky and the ocean, and it's so beautiful to really have your eyes stretched to that distance. So the subject matter in my paintings, they're not the objects, the ocean, the sky, the clouds, but space and the light.
It's funny that you are dismissing subject matter. You told us that a woman came up to you and said that these tiny little blips, she can see children playing, and if you look at them, they're just microscopic. And yet she's right. You really do capture the Ocean City family life.
Well, those little dots that are supposed to be people are part of the complexity that I want to give into completeness to my painting. Nature is complex and complete at the same time, and I want to achieve that kind of feeling in my painting. So sometimes I have all these kind of short strokes here and there dancing all over the place. It's because I want to achieve that feeling of a busy beach. Those little tiny dots give it the proportion of the whole paintings, proportion to the sky, to the ocean, to the buildings, because we can relate very well to a human being. We know the size of a human being. So if I can put a little dot that looks like a human being in the landscape, it gives me the proportion of the landscape itself, the vast space.
You use color in such an intelligent manner. It helps establish the space.
The color for me, it's a balance between tonality, so values, and intensity of chroma. I believe if I can find in a given situation of light, it could be morning, afternoon, or evening, if I can find that balance between value and intensity of chroma that can express that light, I feel that I achieved what I wanted to do.
The surface that you're painting on, is it wood, canvas? And also, do you tone or color the ground before you start the work of painting?
It's a BFK paper, 280 pounds, and I treat it with the 3 coats of gesso. So I do tone. For landscape, I use this kind of warm value, not bright, not too bright, but on the gray side. And this offers me an opportunity to show the ground in some part of the painting if I need to. So the cool colors of the sky and the ocean vibrate very well with that warm background. Dry is ready to go. Very good texture because it's not really smooth, but it doesn't have the big grain of a canvas. And my paintings are small, so I think the medium grain fits very well with what I do in this scale. The reason that I'm painting on paper is because I want to be light and portable, so I can carry 5 paintings on my easel, wet paintings. I gave a nice little system that allows me to do that. So if I have to drive my bicycle for 6 miles up the north end of the island and I want to stay all day, I have enough material to keep me busy.
What makes painting successful or unsuccessful in your eyes?
Well, at this point, I just paint and I don't even think about the end product at all, because if I don't expect anything, I'm completely free in the process, free to express myself in the moment. I think this is the essence for me in painting, to establish that relationship with nature in the moment and to express it as freely as I can.
So many of us, me included, have become addicted to our cell phones to the point of almost believing it's a mental illness. I wonder if your practice of going out and painting and just being absorbed in nature, nothing electronic, is a form of meditation and has allowed you to avoid cell phone addiction.
Well, I listen to music through my cell phone. And it's right. If I'm absorbed to just look at nature and try to compose a painting and understanding what I see and translate it, that's its whole process that keeps me present in the moment. So I don't think about the past or the future. I'm completely there. I think this is a part of meditation. When you focus on one thing, you don't have to worry about being in the past or in the future as well. after I finish a painting, even though I don't like the painting, maybe, I feel peaceful. And it doesn't matter the end results. What it matters is that I feel peaceful, that I painted, I was in the process of painting, and I just be there. It makes me have a different view of life itself.